Hit him with the hawk, yeah, hit him with the hawk, yeah. Feel like Professor X, Iron Man, I feel like Tony Stark. Every time I step out the house, I feel radical. Plus I'm pissed off, like my middle name is goddammit. Beanie, Vici, yeah, I can make your top vanish. All seeing nine cyclops with the doctor visor. Watch me change clothes, then I turned into a top designer. Hypocrite nation shape, shift into a Nona Wider. Beetlejuice flow, creepy crawly, now I'm Spider-Man. 8-ball in the pocket, David Blaine, now you're Peter Pan. Rabbit at my top head, hell yeah, I'm gnarly man. Everything's a secret, have me dripping like the majesty. My eyes closed shut, have me speaking Japanese. Ice cream truck, paint job, mixed with Ben and Jerry. Heart attack city, now I'm singing with Mariah Carey. West Bank, Gaza Strip, I'm turning up in Palestine. Last name, Cupid, shoot your ass like it's Valentine. Yin Yang, symbol Fibonacci, that's a 69. Heinz 57, catch up, now it's dinner time. Hit him with the hawk, whoa, hit him with the hawk, yeah. Feel like Professor X, Iron Man, I feel like Tony Stark. Hit him with the hawk, whoa, hit him with the hawk, yeah. Feel like Professor X, Iron Man, I feel like Tony Stark. Shoot him through the drive-thru, yeah, I can take his order. Alpha with the dog food, I cut it with that Richie Porter. Jason Tatum flow, now we shoot him with the side step. Holy moly, donut shop, I whip it with the Pyrex, yeah. Yes, Indiana Jones, but I feel like Johnny Quest. Every time I step out the house, I'm the best dressed. Hit it with that hawk, then I hit it with that baking soda. Tractor trailer, Bobby hit the bag, then I back it up. Red versus blue, and you know I'm just black as fuck. Hopping out your kitchen sink, I'm swimming through your aqueducts. Badass kid, whoop his ass, he just acting up. Just touched down, holy moly, bag the 50 count. Girls gone wild, and I think I see some titties out. Mr. Trump-tastic, I had to bring the city out. I feel like Randy Moss, catching plays with the quickest route. Dropping breadcrumbs, but you know I took the paper route. 100 Biden grams, hit that nose with a bag of salt. Smoky Mountain ribs, then I hit it with a dab of salt. Rocket boy 2, hit the gas, then I'm blasting off. Red versus blue, I bet I bubble like I'm Pepsi Cola. I feel like Jesus Christ, Captain Planet, name I'm Quetzalcoatl. Left hand shooter, shoot your ass like it's James Harden. Yeah, I'm so cold, I'm saying it's surfing on the beach toppers. Heavyweight champ, box you in like Bernard Hawkins. 3 strikes, yeah, I earn my stripes like the referee. Mozzarella dripper, Velveeta with the cheddar cheese. I got it for the half, but he bought it for the Tennessee. Hit it with that hawk, then I mix it with the Hennessy. Red nose pit.
Yes, we back again. This is another episode, man. The Curse of Horn Island. And we already told you what horn means. Horn means horny. Somehow they was worshiping the horny goat, or who they call the goat god Pan. And guess what? It seems like they was on the island of Dr. Monroe right here. Yes, they was. Because somehow this boy ended up on a poo-poo platter. Yes, he did. Somehow his face was brutally burnt. Some say his face was brutally burnt. Some say his body was beaten to a pulp. Some say they tampered with the autopsy. Yes. Some say that's what Benjamin Crump is saying. The truth versus the lies. Rest in peace, Nolan Wells. So I want to know, are they really going to charge these kids? Allegedly, I got to say allegedly, I don't want to get in trouble. The case got sent to the grand jury. And if the case got sent to the grand jury, I want to see what evidence the grand jury seen. They probably just seen what everything we seen and a little bit more. But yeah, shouts out to the people out there watching. We live on Facebook. I think they let me go live on Facebook again. Hold on, let's see. Let's check something right quick, family. Let's check something right quick. Yup, they did let me go live. Yes, about time. About time. Shouts out to Facebook for letting me back on. Trying to share it. Can I share the live? Where's my Facebook fam at? Yo, share this to Mr. Trumptastic TV. I don't think it. Hold on for 1 second. I gotta check something because they really let me back on Facebook. But oh, now I see what it is. I forgot they will not let me go public. They'll let me go live, but they won't let me go public. That's crazy. That is crazy. So let's pull this up. The new audio. I'm not gonna be on here for a long time. Let's pull up the audio. Let's turn this bad boy up. New leaked audio. Let's get it.
Tonight, new audio shedding light on the moments before some of Nolan Wells' friends left Horn Island off the coast of Mississippi. A mom of one of the friends last week said the group left without Nolan when their boat began malfunctioning.
We're sinking. Can you all please come?
NBC News has obtained audio as part of a records request that details the group calling for towing assistance.
And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's on board.
Nolan went to the island in a boat with friends on July 4th. His body was found 2 days later. It's unclear whether Nolan was with anyone when he disappeared. This as the search for answers in the death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells continues. His family's attorneys saying they'll now work side by side with investigators to analyze Nolan's cell phone.
So everybody will be able to see at the same time what the cell phone has.
Nolan's parents.
Everyone loves to talk about a glow up, but for me,
They
it
said
really
they
starts
about
with
to
my
do
gut health.
everything at the
And then
same
the
damn
fiber
time.
traps
bro.
and removes the waste that weighs you down.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
my
in
secret
trouble,
to
for
feeling
real.
regular, light on my feet, and ready to dance.
Get through this commercial right quick.
Previously said they believe content may have been deleted from the phone. The case will be presented to a Mississippi grand jury once the investigation is complete. The local district attorney telling NBC News that's a standard practice for cases with an unknown cause of death and not an indication that a crime was committed. Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter says his team has interviewed several witnesses and is working to get answers for the family. Do you feel like you're getting useful information that's been helpful to figuring out what happened?
Yes, sir. We're getting very useful information, and we appreciate the public coming forward with what they've had, and we don't want them to be hesitant.
Today, the family met with the district attorney for more than an hour.
It was just a meeting where she talked about the process. She didn't tell us any information about the investigation. We're trying to get to those answers.
As tonight, Nolan's family prepares to hold his funeral next week.
He would not want us to be sitting around crying and eating. And so what we're going to do is kind of have a party to celebrate him.
Tom, the state and independent autopsy results are not back yet. The family attorney says he does plan to release those details when he has them. Tom?
Now to the Nolan Wells death investigation. The family.
Yeah. A lot of fuckery going on. A lot of tomfoolery going on. So, let me pull this up. There's a lot of people saying, hold on, let's pull this up, fam. Because we pulled up that one video where supposedly it's supposed to be Nolan Wells' family wilding the fuck out.
The family of Nolan Wells says that their legal team, along with investigators, will simultaneously comb through Nolan's cell phone to determine not only any sort of forensics that might be there, but also whether any messages could potentially have been deleted as well. This is a next step, so to speak, as the group met with the local district attorney, who said that any facts and findings in this investigation will be turned over to a grand jury to determine whether criminal charges should and would be brought forth. Also, we are continuing to learn what may have happened on that July 4th holiday as well. As Wells, along with friends, were said to have traveled to Horn Island, which is about 10 miles away from where we are. The Mississippi Department of Marine Resources released new information showing, while being tracked on GPS data, the boat left the mainland a little after 9 in the morning on July 4th, arrived on Horn Island at around 11:14 Central Time and stayed out there really for the most of the day until those who were on the boat were concerned that it was taking on water, reaching out to officials to try to get assistance back to the mainland. Remember, it was Nolan's friends who told authorities that he chose to stay back on Horn Island and didn't want to go with the group. So a bit of new information there. Meanwhile, still waiting on the findings from both the independent autopsy being conducted by attorney Benjamin Crump and his legal team, as well as the state autopsy as well. We also have learned that the funeral for Nolan Wells is set for Monday at a church in Ocean Springs.
What the fuck? My bad, y'all. I was looking at something. Yeah, that's one of the revelations right there. But like I said, Horn Island is cursed. Yeah, cursed. And what comes out of this is going to reveal the secrets of white supremacy, y'all. Especially in Mississippi. So breaking, Nolan Wells phone to go undergo mutual inspection because they want to do it at the same damn time. Let's pull this up.
The last topic of the night, to me, the most important topic, Nolan Wells. Some big breaking news came in today. So yeah, here we go. This was the update today that happened. If you guys are watching, please hit the like button. Here we go. Oops, I gotta share the screen because this literally just came out. Here we go.
Team led by attorney Ben Crump received some assurances by the thoroughness of the investigation. As tips pour in,
we're getting about 50 calls a day to 100 calls a day.
It's been agreed Wells's cell phone will undergo a mutual inspection by the DA's office and experts from Crump's legal team.
The hope is that when this is presented to the grand jury, all relevant witnesses and evidence will be presented to them so that we can have a fair and impartial.
We're going to go to the last topic of the night, to me, the most important topic, Nolan Wells. Some big breaking news came in today. So yeah, here we go. This was the update today that happened. If you guys are watching, please hit the like button. Here we go. Oops, I gotta share the screen because this literally just came out. Here we go.
Team led by attorney Ben Crump received some assurances by the thoroughness of the investigation. As tips pour in,
we're getting about 50 calls a day to 100 calls a day.
It's been agreed Wells's cell phone will undergo a mutual inspection by the DA's office and experts from Crump's legal team.
The hope is that when this is presented to the grand jury, all relevant witnesses and evidence will be presented to them so that we can have a fair and impartial.
We're going to go to the last topic of the night, to me, the most important topic, Nolan Wells. Some big breaking news came in today. So yeah, here we go. This was the update today that happened. If you guys are watching, please hit the like button. Here we go. Oops, I gotta share the screen because this literally just came out. Here we go.
Team led by attorney Ben Crump received some assurances by the thoroughness of the investigation. As tips pour in,
we're getting about 50 calls a day to 100 calls a day.
It's been agreed Wells's cell phone will undergo a mutual inspection by the DA's office and experts from Crump's legal team.
The hope is that when this is presented to the grand jury, all relevant witnesses and evidence will be presented to them so that we can have a fair and impartial.
We're going to go to the last topic of the night, to me, the most important topic, Nolan Wells. Some big breaking news came in today. So yeah, here we go. This was the update today that happened. If you guys are watching, please hit the like button. Here we go. Oops, I gotta share the screen because this literally just came out. Here we go.
Team led by attorney Ben Crump received some assurances by the thoroughness of the investigation. As tips pour in,
we're getting about 50 calls a day to 100 calls a day.
It's been agreed Wells's cell phone will undergo a mutual inspection by the DA's office and experts from Crump's legal team.
So the hope is that when this is presented to the grand jury, all relevant witnesses and evidence will be presented to them so that we can have a fair and impartial.
We're going to go to the last topic of the night. To me, the most important topic, Nolan Wells. Some big breaking news came in today.
All right, hold on. Let me pull this back up.
Get it from me? No, it's right there.
Hold on. Exclusive AI. Al Sharpton, big-headed Al Sharpton. Hold on. His ass supposed to be popping up at the funeral. You know, it's supposed to be a big festival at the funeral, allegedly. All these celebrities are supposed to be there. Heard he was going to turn into a Democratic, a Democratic party. They gonna make it. You already know they're gonna make it political. Obama's black ass might show up. I don't think Obama messing with none of these guys. But the thing is, Obama might show up. And Michelle might show up too. All right, now the thing is, you do have a dilemma here because the parents of these white T kids, they are important people in the community. Yes, they are judges. Parents are firefighters and stuff. What you call the pillars of the community? Let me play this.
So you said that he stayed the night at a friend's. The first question is, did he stay with the friends that he went on the boat with? Yes, he did. And my second question is, has anyone come forward and provided you with other photographs or videos from Horn Island from July 4th?
Yeah, that Horn Island. Hold on. I think I got some comments. I don't have my sound on. I'm listening to PBS cartoons. My son is watching. Who the hell is this? Shouts out to ASD 1984. Shouts out to your son, man. Hey, when PBS cartoons, crazy. Remember Arthur? Are y'all watching Arthur? Let me get back to this. Shouts out to ASD 1984. Let's get it.
They're starting to send them to our office, and that's where Attorney Parker has been adamant about. Please continue to send whatever video you got, whatever pictures you got, and we're very thankful that some of y'all people have done that.
So, somebody's in trouble, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody's in big fucking trouble. This ain't good. Nolan Wells. I want to get the truth. Says racist people actually believe Nolan Wells should have been able to swim from here back to shore. Ain't no damn way he's swimming back. Ain't no fucking way. They said the currents are very harsh in those areas. Yeah, let me repay. I'm over here paying my bills. Yes, repay anyway. Okay, yeah, I repaid it. All right, y'all. What do y'all think? What do y'all think is happening? Judge, this is the judge's son. Judge whose son was on boating trip with football star who drowned says he was left behind. Did he get did they hit him in the head with a mallet or a screwdriver? And there's a meme going around saying that if he would have had a 5-1 to a knife, he would have still been alive. He would have been able to stab somebody like Carmelo Anthony. But he would have got 35 years, but they wouldn't be doing an autopsy right now. Which one? How you go out? How would you rather go out? Because some people, you know, they rather go out in a hearse. I'd rather go out stabbing. I'm gonna be honest with you. You do. They said you'd rather be judged than carried by 6. Rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. You really gotta, if you really want to survive, you really gotta abide by that.
Can you get this stink bug?
There's a stink bug in there. All right, let me get off it. Let me get off here. Let me get off of here, bro. Y'all keep on letting them damn stink bugs in. I gotta go, man. I gotta kill these fucking stink bugs, dude. I'll be back on here tomorrow. Curse of Horned Island. You know, we gotta keep. I'll just make it a series. We were just getting the new audio, so yeah. Let me get up on out of here and kill this stink bug, man. Let's get out of here. Let me get out of here.